Welcome to College Mastermind's tutoring program. We're really excited to show you a little bit more about our program and why we get such great results, as well as share some clips with some of our awesome tutors who work with our students every single day. The tutors at College Mastermind undergo a rigorous training process. They're taken through evaluations on 3 core categories: professionalism, personality, and expertise, of course. So we want to make sure that our tutors are top quality, so no tutor gets to work with a client until they have reached a specific level within those evaluations. Our unique tutoring methodology combines a strong curriculum with really interesting ways to ask questions. This questioning method is one of the secrets to our success, actually, because what students undergo is, instead of being given information, that information is actually extracted from them. So we tie all of the lessons into things they previously know. Never do we feed information to a student because we know we're not going to be the ones who are taking the exam. So we want our students to really experience mastery. So that's why we get the results we get, because ultimately when you're preparing for a test, you have to know the content. So to learn it through a great curriculum that has all the things you need, to pair that with great strategies, and also to use our specific questioning technique, we get amazing results every single time. The biggest issue a lot of students face when they're studying alone is they're trying to memorize everything. Because we don't use memorization as one of our core strategies, we're able to have students retain the knowledge, and we also get them to feel more confident and enjoy the test as well. So let's take a look at one of our tutors in action to see exactly how a session might look at College Mastermind.
The narrator indicates that Tiffany informs her of his new project by. This is not how normal people talk, right? Like they word it kind of weird. They try to throw you off. And so what we're going to make sure that we do, first of all, is when we get to this question, is we're going to reword it. We're going to put it in a way that feels comfortable to you and that makes sense to you, so that you kind of are really ready to address the question. And what I would recommend you do is actually write on the physical page, like in very short terms, what the question is. So I, for example, would write N tells T about her new project how, right? So that's an easier way to understand the question. And then that way, when you get to actually answering it, you don't have to reread it and figure out this weird, complicated way of asking a question. So let me ask you this. You see question number 2 here. It starts with according to the passage. Mm-hmm. If you were taking this test and you got to this question, how would you, so first of all, go ahead and read the question aloud, not the answers. Don't look at the answers. Read the question, and then I want you to tell me how you would rewrite it very simply to make it easy to understand in 1 second.
Okay. According to the passage, Tiffany looks forward to the upcoming World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago as an opportunity to, I'll reword it. How does Tiffany look forward to the upcoming match?
The upcoming match? Okay, well, we don't know what it is. So, right, so how? Are we sure that this question is asking how she is looking forward to it? So you notice at the end it says as an opportunity to. Mm-hmm. So clearly there is a reason, and how is not the reason question, right? What question do we?
Okay.
So what question word do we use when we want to know the reason for something?
Why?
Exactly. So why is she looking forward to some event, right? To WCE.
Did you notice how Andrew asked a series of questions to get his student to understand her mistake? He didn't just tell her information. When you work at College Mastermind, you're not just given lectures or explained to. You actually are drawing the answer from yourself so you can truly understand your mistakes and not make them again when you see the real test. Let's now see one of our math tutors in action.
Can you read it for me?
Yeah, for groups of 25 or more people, a museum charges $21 per person for the first 25 people and $14 for each additional person. Which function F gives the total charge in dollars for a tour group with N people, where N is greater than 25?
Yeah. Can you solve it? You didn't attempt it, right?
No.
Yeah, so you can just try and solve it. Let's give a try.
Yeah. So you'd have to do.
Let me give you a hint. Like if you're like watching the equations and trying to find the answer, the equations are given in the base form. So you need to tweak the base form equation to get this. This is like in a finalized form.
Yeah. I guess you'd have to find like, so first you have to have 14N because it's $14 per person for everyone.
Okay, 14N.
So you have, so C and D are out. Sorry, C is out. D might still be out. And then you find the amount extra that the first 25 people get, and then multiply it by 25. So it's
Okay.
It's 7 extra. So 7 plus 7 times 25.
How did you arrive at the number 7?
Because we're already accounting for the first $14 of the first 25 people. I don't know if I'm explaining
So
all that.
okay, 14. So you're saying that $14 for each one has been given.
Yeah.
And charges 21. So that's why you're giving extra 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you can do it. So, yeah.
then
So what does it arise to?
it's 7.
175.
Yes.
So what's the answer?
It's A.
Very good. Let's just wait 1 second.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's your way of thinking, and that's pretty good.
Okay.
If I would do that, I would do it in
Yeah.
a different way. Okay.
Okay.
So, how much do they charge for first 25? They charge $21, right?
Yeah.
So how much are they charging for 25 people? 25 into 21, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I would do that.
Okay, that's
Okay.
500.
So that has
Oh,
accounted for 25 people, right?
Yeah.
So how many people are left?
N minus 25.
Yeah, n minus 25. That's good. And how much are we charging them?
14.
14. So that's how would I do it.
Oh,
And then like if you solve this 14n into minus 25, then it would give this equation.
Even that makes it. Okay.
What I would say is like I remember this as the Uber pricing method. Like how does Uber charge? Uber charges a base fare when you rent, and then for every mile and every minute you go, it charges a different rate. So it's a pricing strategy in business. Like you charge a base, and for every extra you charge a little less or little more.
Nice. That's cool. Okay. Thank you.
Did you notice how Hassan let the student get to the answer themselves? He asked a couple of questions, gave a few hints, but ultimately allowed the success to be the student's. Only after the student had answered did Hassan even suggest a way he might do it. Instead of stopping the student in the middle like some tutors will do, and actually kind of creating a source of shame that they didn't think to do it that way, we always allow our students to work through the problems in their way. If they get to the right answer, we say that's exactly right, and we may show them another way to approach the problem with a different perspective. When you work with College Mastermind, you know your child is getting the support they need, the encouragement they need, and that ultimately they're going to have a good experience because our tutors care. Our tutors are taught to really listen, to be present with the student, and to slow down, something that students don't get the grace to experience when they're in a classroom with a lot of people. So our private tutoring methodologies really support students to go at their pace and also to learn in a deeper way than they would learn on their own. We're so glad to have shared our tutors with you today, and we look forward to working with you. Thank you so much.